Thank you. Next week, students with Tulsa Public Schools will head back to class for a brand new school year.
So we have invited TPS Superintendent Dr. Deborah to join us this morning to talk a little bit about what this new year is going to look like. Welcome back to the program.
Good morning.
Thanks for coming
nice to see you both.
Yeah, well, talk to us about your message to parents right now.
Oh, our biggest message to parents is that we are so excited to welcome their children back to school. We are going to have a safe and successful and another just awesome launch to our school year. And we want to encourage our parents to start talking to their children now about the importance of coming to school every day and being there and being ready every single day. And we want them to be a partner in their child's learning and in their child's safety.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, you know, it's been a summer of challenges, starting with the teacher and staff shortage, but it's not just teachers. The latest number that we had was 380, but you said that number on the shortage, that is fluctuating?
Yeah, we're down about 100 from that at this point, working furiously as we have been. It actually never stops at this point when it comes to recruitment. And it's hard for everyone right now. The airlines, the grocery stores, we're all struggling to get folks. But it's particularly difficult. You know, it's the most rewarding job in the world, but it's also incredibly challenging. And so we want folks to know that being a part of Team Tulsa is an amazing place to be, and we have not only a great team for them to join and wonderful children for them to serve, but also a lot of incentives and things that I think would be really wonderful for them and for their families.
So not just teachers, but after
school
care,
custodians, child nutrition, our grounds people, across the board.
All those
teacher
details.
Assistants, paraprofessionals.
You can find that on their website.
Secretaries.
I mean, it's going to keep going.
Endless, for sure. Let's talk a little bit about the couple of big hits that you guys have taken. The accreditation, the state has downgraded the rating or the system. Where does that stand? And you sent the letter to the state board. Tell us about that.
Well, I think the most important thing for Tulsans to know is that we didn't violate House Bill 1775. We would never do the things that are written in that bill, and we don't. And I think if people are really interested, they should check out the letter that I sent to the state board. And we've been communicating all along to the State Department of Education and the state board. We did not violate this law. It was a complaint of one person, and we're confident about that. And so it was really disappointing not only that the original recommendation about accreditation happened, but then for the state board to double down and make it even more severe with no evidence. It's really discouraging, and I think what's most important is that we stay focused. This is a lot of political theater. Parents don't want that. They're tired of hearing all this drama and accusations about schools and all these crazy things about what's happening in schools. It's just not true. And what we're doing in schools is making sure their children are having a great educational experience and that they're safe and joyful.
In terms of the accreditation with warning status, that doesn't affect funding, right? Like, it's not funding being pulled if you have that accreditation with warning status. Is that correct?
It doesn't have any real implications on us right now, but the problem is that it gets you, it's the very next step. And so anything goes wrong, and given that this was a baseless accusation, that given that anything else like that happening, it has huge implications for our district. So Tulsans really need to be paying attention to this kind of drama that's being created at the state level by folks that have real agendas that aren't about the children of Tulsa being successful, and that's really disappointing.
In terms of the TPS audit as well, that kind of dovetails into that too. Where does that stand?
It's definitely related, but we have said all along that we welcome any kind of review, any kind of audit, and so we certainly look forward to welcoming the state auditor and her team to come in, and we'll cooperate fully with them. And I believe it'll be starting here in the next couple weeks, but don't have a lot of specifics about that yet.
All right.
And the last question here, real quick. So in terms of school starting August 18th, if parents maybe haven't enrolled yet, what is the next step for parents and students to get ready for, 8 days from now?
So all of the information is available on tulsaschools.org. So you can go to tulsaschools.org/enroll for that information, tulsaschools.org/back-to-school for all kinds of bus routes and all of, uniforms and all of that kind of thing. And we're welcoming our team back this week. So it's already been an exciting week. So we're definitely back. And then, yes, Yes, for all students on the 18th, like the first day of school is next Thursday, the 18th. On the 16th, on that Tuesday, we are for any pre-K, kindergarten, and then the first year in a school. So 6th graders in middle school, or 9th graders in high school, all of those groups of students have an orientation day. So they can be in the building in a sort of a less intense moment, get introduced to team members, to the building itself, kind of how things function, make sure they feel really comfortable. You know what it was like being a 6th grader or a 9th grader or pre-K. And so we want to welcome them back early and make sure they feel comfortable for that, hitting the ground running on that first day.
Alleviate some of those fears. 33,000 students in Tulsa Public, the biggest district in the state. Thank you, Dr. Gist, for being with us.
Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, Dave. Good to see you.